Hey everyone, this is Andy Blake at Stay at Home Six Packs, and I'm coming to you today from my home gym. And the reason is I've been getting some requests lately on advice for specific exercises to target those problem areas that we all have. Now, I want to give a little bit of advice here before I show you what I'm going to do today. You can't necessarily do exercises to target specific fat areas, if that makes sense. So for example, if I got some fluff on my stomach that I want to get rid of, doing crunches is not going to get rid of the fat. Just like if I got, some fat under my underarms here, doing triceps extensions isn't going to necessarily burn that fat. Now, doing the exercises are important because what will happen is as you work that muscle, it will start to get stronger and it will tighten up and it will feel more firm. And it's important to do the exercise to get your heart rate into that fat burning zone. But doing this, the exercise won't specifically burn the fat. What will burn the fat is what you're doing in the kitchen and then how you're also incorporating exercise into your daily routine. Because what happens is as you're doing all of this and combine it, your muscle gets stronger and then it starts to shrink wrap around the muscle, and then it will give you that fit look that everybody is striving for. So I guess what I'm saying is don't get frustrated if you have these areas and they're not going away as quickly as you want, because your genetics also determine where the fat gets lost first and what gets hung on to the last. Like around the lower abs, the love handles, a little bit of the back fat that happens. For me personally, that's always the last to go, but just be patient, because the longer you stick with it, then the longer it will go. And if you're incorporating these strength training exercises into your routine, it's going to really help out. So with that being said, my friend Crystal reached out to me the other day and said that she's having some issues with, I forget what she referred to it as, like maybe, I think it was her bat wings, or I've had people call it, the jiggly wigglies. It's the underarm here in your triceps where this little bit of fat seems to hang on and you can't get rid of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 specific exercises that you can do, one of which, if you have some dumbbells at home, you can use those. 2 of them are under your own body weight, and it's for people that don't necessarily have a lot of time to exercise. In fact, you're going to hear me reference time under tension, and what that is you're going to do these exercises in a way where you're putting a lot of stress on your muscle in a short period of time. Because what's going to happen is the longer you put that muscle under stress, the longer it's under tension, you're going to fatigue it a lot quicker, and you're going to get just as an effective a workout as if you were doing it over a longer duration. You're just kind of condensing the process. So there's 3 things I want to hit on here real quick, and it's 3 types of contractions. The first one is concentric, and what that means is when the muscle shortens. So if you're doing a bicep curl and you curl it up, that is the concentric. You can see the muscle shorten as I bring my arm up. There's eccentric, which means the muscle lengthens, and then there's also static. So if I were to just flex my arm like this and hold it, that's called a static contraction. And that static contraction is where you're going to get the money's worth when you're doing these exercises. Because when you hold it, and if you've ever done a workout video or worked out with a trainer where you get into those last repetitions and your muscle starts burning and they tell you to hold it, and you're like, what the hell are you doing to me? I hate you. I never want to do this again. That's a static contraction. And I'm going to show you how to do it in a controlled manner to where it's only going to take a few minutes of your time before you really start to notice it. Now, also, if you've never done this before, please ease into it. Maybe even start with like less than 10 repetitions, only maybe 1 or 2 sets just to start out, so you don't get overly sore and you come back to me and I get a bunch of hate mail saying, what the heck are you teaching us? Because I've done exercises before and lifted weights to the point where the next day I could barely move, and it isn't fun. So you definitely want to ease into it. So I'm actually sitting on my floor here because I had mounted on my mirror and the thing kept falling off. So I apologize if it's not the best angle, but what we're going to do today is we're going to target the tricep area. So it's going to be this muscle right back here. And what you're going to really want to focus on when we're doing these repetitions is doing it slow in a controlled manner and then holding it in the static position when we get to the top. What we're going to do is we're going to do dips which can be easily done with a chair or a bench or anything that you have in your house, maybe even on your stairs. We're gonna do some push-ups, and then we're also gonna use some dumbbells to do what's called a tricep kickback. So they're really easy to do, and I'm gonna show you the first one. We're gonna do dips right from the bench. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself in a seated position, and then you're gonna let your butt just hang off with your arms starting out nice and straight. All you're gonna do is lower yourself down till your elbows are at almost 90 degrees, and then push yourself back up. And then ready to get to the top is when you're gonna squeeze for a 1 to 2 count, and then lower yourself back down. Hold for a second, all the way up. And when you do it in a slow, controlled manner, the muscles really start burning, like I can already feel them burning right now. And the more you focus on squeezing at the top, like I said, the quicker they're gonna burn out. So what I would do starting out, if you're brand new, maybe 5, 6 repetitions, give it a rest. Start out maybe 2 to 3 sets. If you are a little more conditioned, you can maybe shoot up for like 10 to 15. And then as you get more conditioned, you can add in more sets as you go. Now, because I already got the camera set up here, I'm gonna show you how to do tricep kickbacks. And you can do this with, I'd start out with maybe 5 pounds and then gradually work your way up. And all you're gonna do, you can sit, you can do the standing if you want. You're gonna bend over at the hips at about a 45-degree angle, and then all you're gonna do is bring the weight straight back. Really focus on, when you bring it back, you're really gonna feel it right back here in your arm. Okay? Nice and slow. And then hold it at the top. And then of course the longer you hold it, the faster you'll burn out. Okay? You do both arms, again, maybe 5 to 10 repetitions starting out, and then increase over time. And then I'm gonna show you some push-ups. See if I can get this camera straight here. Okay, so when you're doing push-ups, your arm position is important. What a lot of people do is they flare their arms out like this, which you'll still work your triceps, but you're also hitting more of your chest. What I like to do if I'm targeting the triceps is to keep my hands just like this, okay? And then keep your elbows in tight, not like this. Now, if you're not quite as strong, you can start from your knees, and then you just go down, hold it, and then back up, and then squeeze at the top. Then of course, as you get stronger, or if you're a little more conditioned, you can get up on your toes, keep your elbows in, and then squeeze. Now, if you're really adventurous, you can pulse. You can do like half reps. So you start here and you go, on the third one, go all the way up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that will definitely blow them out a little bit quicker. So, that's how you can target the back of your arms. Hit the triceps. If you got any questions, let me know. Or if you have any other areas that you would like suggestions on, please let me know. Just reach out to me. And if you like this video, if it helps you out, do me a favor, share it with your friends, and let me know what you think. All right? Hope everybody's having a great day. Till the next time.